appropriate it is, right before Hanukkah and the redemption of Hanukkah, to return to the first story of redemption. And even more appropriate, and even more fascinating, is it that first redemption also include vision, seeing, as we see with the mitzvah too and the Hanukkah candles about light and about vision. Because the pasuk says that in that initial conversation between the Master of the universe and Moshe Rabbeinu, Vayomer Hashem, and Hashem said to Moshe, Ra'o ra'isi es oni ami asher b'Mitzrayim. I have seen, yes, seen. Ra'o, I have seen. Ra'isi, I have seen. Why does it say twice, I have seen? And why was it necessary to stress it when he already says, Ve'es tza'akasam shamati, their cries I have heard, mipnei nogesav, from their taskmasters? Why does it have to say ra'o, ra'isi, a double language, I have seen, if he already says in this pasuk, Ki yadati esmol chovav, I am fully aware, I am mindful of their sufferings. So the Baalei Mikra explain that it is never enough to hear about someone else's suffering. It is never enough to keep fully informed about someone else's suffering. And it's never enough to take one look at someone else's suffering. One must emulate our Creator and say, Ra'o ra'isi, I looked and I looked again to be careful, to make sure I saw every detail, for two reasons. One is because the more aware I am of one's suffering, the better I will pray, the more committed I will be to help, and the less likely I am to miss any detail at all of their suffering. So whether it is visiting someone who's sick, or whether it is making sure that an elderly person has someone to go shopping for food and take care of all their needs, whether it's to make sure that someone is not scared when there are heavy winds, and make sure the walks are shoveled in the snow, all the different things to which we had to pay attention this past year. If now, as we prepare for Hanukkah, we can remember the key to that first redemption was Ra'o Ra'isi, and if we can emulate that in the way we look at carefully, and a second look at the suffering of those around us, then hopefully we will merit this festival of redemption, of seeing, of a menorah, of Hanukkah. We will merit a redemption equal to the original redemption.